Well, it's that time of year again. It's getting a little chillier out in the morning, and come Sunday morning, it should be in the mid to low 20s. So I'm in the process of winterizing my 2009 Sprinter here in Winnebago, and I do this by blowing out my lines with air. Some people use the antifreeze in their lines. I've tried that before, and it seems to work very fine. But I also put that in my freshwater holding tank, and it takes forever to get the taste of that stuff out of there. So I've gone to the process of blowing all the lines out and my freshwater tank with air, which works quite well, and it seems to be a lot of less mess and going around trying to get things back to normal in the spring. So here we go. Let's go step by step on how I do this anyway. First things first, we need to turn the power on to our freshwater tank and our pump so we can expel the water out of our freshwater tank completely. And to do that, make sure you have your power on, either from your auxiliary battery from the house, or if you're plugged in to shore power, that will do the trick too. Just make sure you have power to the pump. You'll need a couple of items to get the job done here. First of all, you need a small air compressor, or you can use a shop air compressor. Just make sure that you don't put more than 35 pounds pressure into your system, with the fear of blowing out lines to all of your receptacles. And also you will need a 15/16 socket to drain all the water out of your hot water tank. In the meantime, also open up your vent to allow it to disperse out of that tank quite well. Over here is the drain for the tank, and up here is the vent. Make sure that vent is open so the water will come out quite quickly. First of all, we need to open a drain for the freshwater tank, which is right here. As soon as we get that open, we can start the water pump, and it will empty the tank with the remaining water in it. Now that we have the freshwater tank drain open, we go over here and we start the pump. And we'll wait until the tank is completely empty, and then we can hook up our air pressure to the system. At the same time, we have the hot water tank starting to lose all of its water with the vent open. This hot water tank holds 10 gallons, so it'll take a while to get all the water out of this. Next step, we'll close the drain to the freshwater tank. Like so. And then we can proceed to hook up the air compressor to pressurize the system to make sure all the water is out of the lines. Now we've hooked up our air compressor into our freshwater intake here on the side, and we will open up one faucet inside and then go inside and work all of the faucets and inlets based on the air pressure and the amount of liquid in those lines. We'll start at the kitchen sink first. We'll alternate off and on here. Let some pressure build up a little bit. Open it up. And we'll keep doing this until pretty much just air comes out of the at the faucet. We can alternate between the cold and the hot water. We go to the bathroom sink. And do the same. Now, if you also have a removable shower head, you need to do that also. Put it in the sink. Make sure you have all the water out of that, and then proceed to the to your toilet. Make sure all that water is out of your lines for this, and also the make sure all your lines are out of clear of this, and also your wash down. After you've got all the interior taken care of, you need to make sure you come out to your outside bath, turn the water on there, and expel all the water out of these. Make sure you open the hot. Do the same with the hot. When that's finished, you can turn off your faucets and stop your air compressor. Well, after you've gone through all those steps to make sure all the water is expelled from the water lines, the toilet, the sink, the overhead shower, and the outside shower, you can put everything back together, and it will survive another winter without any major catastrophe. I have been doing this for 4 or 5 years and have had no problems whatsoever, as long as I ensure that all of the water is expelled from all of the lines. And I think it's pretty easy to do with the air, and it doesn't leave any kind of aftertaste in the main water tank in the spring. But remember, when you fill it up, you need to get that disinfected and rinsed out again, and you're ready to go for the next season. Jim here from Down the Hill with Jim and Jill. If you like this tutorial for winterizing your van, or any RV. Please press like and subscribe to our channel.